going? It's your girl, lady. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. This looks a little loud. Whatever. I'm running a little bit late tonight. I wanted to start probably about an hour ago, but I looked into it a little bit, and it would seem that there are some mods that makes this game I'm fixing to start run a little bit better. And yeah, I just wanted to make sure it was as good as it could be. Hi, Alex. So tonight we're going to be starting Knights of the Old Republic. It's a Star Wars game. And I'm going to be talking a little bit about moral psychology. This might be like a two-part stream. I also don't know how much I'm gonna be able to actually fucking like talk over this game, so we'll figure it out. But like, yeah, I want to start like a, I don't know, fucking the white girl thug notes version of the Righteous Mind. Sure, let's do that. Sorry, I'm a little behind on my pre-stream chores. Don't I have a button for this?
Hey.
There it is. Okay. Shit. Yeah, I don't anticipate getting terribly far, but it's always kind of an event starting a new game. Like, just a lot of like getting used to new controls and, you know, growing accustomed to a new environment and all that shit. It's okay if we don't get very far. Yeah. Yeah. Let's just maybe get started here. I think there's like a character creation process. I was trying to get this to display right, and I think I got like the best way it's gonna look. I think. But it still seems kind of like there's a lot of fucking dead space on either side. So I'm sort of wondering what the fuck that's about. It's an older game. So, you know, that probably has something to do with it. Let's see here. Hey, that looks better to me. Is that still skipping for y'all? That looks smooth to me. I think I might have figured it out. Does it look alright? It doesn't look choppy to me anymore at all. Okay. Let's try this. Fingers crossed. Let's turn the graphics back up. Don't really want it to look like hot asshole so much. See, that ain't looking choppy to me at all. I'm not seeing any chop. I see no chop. I think we might be good. This is looking good. Like, this actually looks a lot better. This looks perfect now. I think I might have figured it out. I think I might have figured it out. This looks perfect. I'm gonna not speak too soon. Our samurai lady. But this looks perfect. This looks how it's supposed to look to me. Right now. Why do they want me with so much int? Fuck off. I'm a rogue. Fuck int. More charisma. Don't you know how life works? Alright. Cool. Yeah, that was a pretty simple fix. I had to change the type of capturing I was doing in OBS. Which is really, like, I've never encountered that before. That's, you know, the first time for everything, I suppose. I could have been at this for like a fucking hour and I'm just now getting started. Alright. I don't quite remember what I had here. Sure. I don't care. I've run out of fucks to give. I just want to play the fucking game. I just want to play the 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 game. Sure. Lady! I should just name her cunt. But no, I shouldn't do that. That'll, like... On the off chance that, like, any sort of Twitch official watches my stream, they probably wouldn't take too kindly to my character named Cunt. Oh, you haven't heard the legend of Cunt the Jedi? Her she's known throughout the whole galaxy. Fucking legend. Alright. Is the crawl still not gonna work? It sure isn't. Okay. I'm just gonna show y'all this real quick. Because we have to. Right? I mean, fuck. It's Star Wars. I'll even read it again. Dedicated. Knights of the Old Republic. One more again. 4,000 years before the rise of the Galactic Empire, the Republic verges on collapse. Darth Malak, last surviving apprentice of Dark Lord Revan, has unleashed an invincible Sith armada upon an unsuspecting galaxy. Crushing all resistance, Malak's war of conquest has left the Jedi Order scattered and vulnerable as countless knights fall in battle, and many more swear allegiance to the new Sith Master. In the skies above the Outer Rim world of Taris, the Jedi battle fleet engages the forces of Darth Malak in a desperate effort to halt the Sith's galactic domination. Yeah, like, I'm not even, I'm a pretty fucking casual Star Wars fan, and not even I could fucking, like, get behind doing that without the fucking crawl. That seemed, like, really important. So, okay. Starting to get suspicious. Hey, that looks smooth, though. That looks good to me. I think we might be straight. The audio looks a little loud. Let me know how that is.
We've been ambushed by
a ship
battle fleet.
Well, I showed y'all the slow crawl thingy already. So I'm not gonna get all bent out of shape about that. I am a little concerned that you're not gonna not be able to see any other fucking cutscenes that happen, but I'll just hope that that's not gonna happen. All right. I can play the game now. We're gonna try.
I'm Class Volgo, ensign with the Republic Fleet. I'm your bunkmate here on the Endar Spire. We work opposite shifts. I guess that's why you haven't seen me before. Now hurry up. We have to find Bastila. We have to make sure she makes it off the ship alive.
Can y'all hear the voice acting, by the way? Left click. Is there a way to just like, okay. Oh, 1 and 2. Alright, I can just use those.
Bastila is the commanding officer on the Endar Spire. Well, not an officer, really, but she's the one in charge of this mission. One of our primary duties is to guarantee her survival in the event of an enemy attack. You swore an oath just like everyone else on this mission. Now it's time to make good on that oath. I know all about your reputation. How you used to smuggle spice and blasters along the Corellian run. I guess the Republic figured since they couldn't catch you, they might as well hire you. And I'll admit, the Republic is in desperate need of someone with your kind of skills. Desperate enough to overlook your shady past.
Are
now
ya?
that you signed on for this mission, you're part of the Republic fleet. And Bastila needs all troops at her side during this attack.
I feel like the music is really loud relative to the voice acting. Is that just my opinion, or... Oh, so I can be like a cunt or go help. You agree? Okay. I'll adjust that once I get out of this scene here.
So hurry up and grab
I'll
your
be a
gear.
good soldier.
You need to suit up so we can get out of here.
Yeah, where's my
You
equipment?
can move the mouse to the edges of the screen to rotate the camera. Alternately, moving the mouse while holding down the right mouse button will rotate the camera as well.
Mm-hmm.
To move towards the footlocker, hold down the right mouse button and face the camera towards
so
it.
specific.
Then hold down the left mouse button as well to cause the character to run forward.
Yeah, no shit. Name's Ensign Exposition.
You can left-click on an object to select it.
Dude,
Once the footlocker
you're
is
not even
selected,
trying.
Left-click on it again to perform the default action and open.
Please do not repeat that. Okay. I mean, why was I in why am I in a swimsuit? Like, alright, let's chill on the music. Okay. I turned it down a lot, but I also thought it was like really fucking loud, so. There's the footlocker. Everything still looks okay to you guys, right? Get items.
Come on, we have to hurry.
Wait, I didn't
The
put
ship might
anything
already
on,
be
you
boarding
cunt!
the ship to try and capture Bastila. Put your equipment on so we can get out of here.
Yeah, how
Use
do
the equip screen to equip the armor and weapons from your inventory. You can access this screen by selecting the equip menu icon in the upper right corner of the screen. Use the mouse to look through your inventory slots. The menu on the right displays items you can equip in each slot.
Yeah, that
Left-click the
doesn't look
mouse
very
to select an
comfortable
inventory slot.
to sleep in.
Then scroll through the available items on the right and left-click to equip one.
Like, if you're gonna do that, just sleep naked. Like, what are you doing? I think I caught all that? I don't... like... Okay... do that. I don't think I can have that equipped.
Okay, let's move out. We should stick together.
Alright.
You'll have more success with a party than on your own.
In most areas, you can use the party selection screen to quickly switch party members in and out as you need them. This is done instantly and without having to return to your base. Characters switched out of your party will wait for you back at your base. Okay. Having fucking Final Fantasy VI flashbacks. Okay.
Because of the attack, this room is in lockdown. But don't worry, I've got the override codes. You'll have to use me to unlock the door.
You always control the leader of the party. You can switch who is the party leader by left-clicking on their portrait in the lower left corner of the screen.
Oh my god. Oh my god, Alex, you just mentioning that brought just fucking horrible memories of Mass Effect 1's inventory system flooding into my head. Hush! Fuck.
Now that the door's open, you better take the lead again.
Okay. Word? Could you move? Can you move, cunt? Can I not strafe? Like, for real? Oh, wow. Alright.
This is Carthonasi. The Sith are threatening to overrun our position. We can't hold out long against their firepower. All hands to the bridge!
That was Karth contacting us on our portable communicators. He's one of the Republic's best pilots. He's seen more combat than the rest of the Endar Spire's crew put together. If he says things are bad, you better believe it. We have to get to the bridge to help defend Bastila. There's a map of the Endar Spire and a copy of Karth's message in your electronic journal, just in case we get separated.
This, yeah, it does seem a little bit of unnecessary exposition. Oof, man, this fucking camera sucks. Aw, you got cute beeps though. Looks like the chick from Garbage.
That door's locked, and I don't have the codes to open it. You'll have to use your security skill on it if we want to get past.
Man, I haven't played them on the stream in a minute. I need to do that. How do you... Yeah, how do you
Target the door using the mouse. When you have selected the door, the target menu will appear.
Is that her name? Shirley Manson?
Icons in the target menu are the additional options you can use on the door.
Or is that a different person?
Look at the target menu and find the security icon. Remember, the security icon only appears if you're controlling a character with the security skill. Once you see it, left...
You talk a lot, my dude. So that's her name, the lead singer of Garbage? I pretty seldom know the names of, like, vocalists from particular bands unless I happen to be, like, a huge fan of that band or just looked into it recently. Security...
Done.
Cool.
These Sith must be the advanced boarding party for the Republic!
The game pauses when you sight an enemy, and the selection reticle will show up in red. You can use the mouse to select other hostile targets. This auto pause option can be disabled in the options menu. Sniper shot? Sure. Left clicking the mouse activates a selected combat feat. Okay. What's... How do I fucking go? What's the pause button? I don't even know if I actually do I loot these cunts or like, oh shit. Oh no! I'm sorry, robot. Oh wait, no, it's a different robot. Am I going this way or is there a mini-map? God, this camera. Ooh wee. Ooh wee lord. Okay, am I not? I thought I had a gun. Wow. I have no idea what I'm doing with this fucking combat, y'all. No idea. No idea. Did you guys see the cutscene just now? Okay. I can't open it, I guess. Dude, fucking move. I swear to God. Enemy sighted. Press the pause key to continue. Okay, why can't I thought I had a gun. What happened to my fucking gun? Oh, there's my gun. I don't know if I'm doing this right. This is clunky as fuck. Whoa, stop, girl, stop. Do you have to be right up on their fucking dicks to do that? Girl. Remains. Cool. Very cycle-based. It's like really kind of RPG-esque in that sense. Like it's kind of turn-based, or it's like Neverwinter Nights. Oh boy. I don't think I can get through here. I don't think. There's gonna be a learning curve here. I had a feeling it was a little ambitious to assume I was gonna be able to talk about absolutely anything tonight, but that's also why I didn't make too many promises. We can talk about the basics, like the Righteous Mind has 3 main points.
It's a Dark Jedi. This fight is too much for us. We better stay back. All we do is get in the way.
I think I can cover the first one here.
That was one of the Jedi accompanying Bastila. Damn, we could have used your help.
That was kind of a funny death knell, I'll be honest.
Now that must have been...
I can't... I don't know what that gauge means. I don't even know if I'm doing damage. Like, it looks like I am, but I seriously am not sure. You think I'm missing some shots? How? I mean, I'm clicking as much as I can, and it
bridge is
just
just beyond that
targets,
door.
right?
You better equip your melee weapon. There isn't much room on the bridge, and it's suicide to use a blaster in close quarters. I should equip a melee weapon too.
I maxed my fucking
Either that or I'll
dex. I
have to
shouldn't
stay
be
back
missing
and use my
much.
blaster.
What if they have
Your melee weapon is
lightsabers?
made using a cortosis weave. It's strong enough to stand up against anything, even a lightsaber.
Fancy. Think here. There we go. Sword. Dope. Sword's kind of cool. Here we go. Critical strike. I don't know how I'm taking damage either. Shit. Like, where's my fucking health? I'm pretty sure I'm getting my ass kicked.
Bastila's not here on the bridge. They must have retreated to the escape pods. We better head that way too. The Sith want
wasn't good.
Bastila alive, but once she's off the ship, there's nothing stopping them from blasting the
That was a
Endar
good face.
Spire into galactic dust.
Do I have, like, items? I saw myself pick up a couple of, like, med packs. Oh, there's the morality meter here. True neutral at the moment. Med pack? Use. Okay. I'm not sure how necessary that was, but I looked like I was dying, so. His health bar is there too? Oh shit. Yeah, he's also pretty much dying. Let's get a heal on him, I guess. Oh, he has a lot more health than me. Like, a lot more health. Okay. I didn't quite catch what he said. I'm just gonna have to look around a little bit. You have enough experience to level up. You have to level up before you I don't want you to tell me how to level up. I'll figure it out. Auto level up? It seems useful. Sure. Feats. No. That sounds useful. Sure. Nice. Oh, is demolitions good with stealth? Also, am I, like... How do I stealth, also? That's, like, I put all those points into that, and I don't know how to do it at all. I just thought, I'm a rogue! I should be stealthy!
Something behind here. Damn, another Dark Jedi! I'll try to hold him off. You get to the escape pods. Go!
Why you doing that? Alright. Why? I mean, you're gonna die, dude.
This is KOTOR on your personal communicator. I'm tracking your position through the Endar Spire's life support systems. Bastila's escape pod is away. You're the last surviving crew member on the Endar Spire. Now, I can't wait for you much longer. You have to get to the escape pods. But be careful. There's a Sith patrol just down the corridor. Use your stealth skill to sneak past him.
Oh, I guess I'm gonna figure that out right now.
First, make sure you have a stealth field generator equipped on your belt.
I do.
You can't use your stealth skill without one.
Use the mouse and click on the stealth button to activate it.
Did you just change voice actors, my
The generator
dude?
will wrap you in a cloaking effect so you can sneak past the Sith. Just be careful you don't get too close, or you might notice someone's there.
One
First,
more
make
time?
sure you have a
Yeah,
Mouse
okay.
and click on the stealth button to activate it.
Okay, why does that sound, that fucking one line?
The generator will wrap you in a cloaking effect so you can sneak
What?
past the Sith. Just be careful you don't
Y'all
get
are
too close.
hearing that, right? I'm a little high, but like, for real though, that happened, right? Like, I'm not tripping, that like,
First,
one more
make sure
time.
you have a stealth field generator.
Use the mouse and click on the stealth button to activate it.
The generator will wrap you in a cloaking effect so you can sneak past the Sith. Just be careful you don't get too close, or you might notice someone's there.
I'm sorry, I don't know if that's as funny as I'm thinking it is. But it's killing me. Like, y'all couldn't call him back? Like, you couldn't get somebody to even, like, try to sound like that dude? Or, like... Oh, fuck, that just makes me so happy. I still didn't hear what he said. Yeah, okay. Use the
stealth button to activate it.
The generator
Okay.
will
Okay, so I have to click on the belt. Word. Let's see. Okay. How do I use it? God damn it.
Out of sight.
Oh, there it is. But I can't move. Oh no, I'm paused. That's why I can't move. I wish I would make it a little more obvious when it's paused. Shit. That's pretty much dumb fucking luck that I figured that out just now. I guess it was inevitable if I clicked on enough things. It said G? Okay. Oh, damn. How am I gonna get past them? How the fuck am I gonna get past them? They're gonna notice me. Can I... They're gonna... I'm not sneaky enough. Did that work? What? I guess I'm awesome.
On it. Damn.
Oh, fuck. What? Okay. I don't. Did he? I don't have computer spikes. Shit.
Out of sight. Out of mind.
Is that gonna work? Yeah, no. no, no. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Okay, alright, yep. Everybody sees me now. Oh, god damn it. Oh, fucking Christ. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay. Okay, for real though, how do I get past that if I don't have any computer skill? Is there another way for me to go? Can I maybe go through this door? This door looks busted. I don't think I can go through that door. Did I need to have fucking computer use at all to even get through this? God damn it. Really, really getting places here. Really making waves. Really getting it done here. Really, Foot Locker. Hey. I have that, right? Do I only have one repair part? Yeah, I don't. Okay. Cool. This is not the droid I'm looking for. Fuck. And sure, what's in it? Hey! Alright, let's run away. Let's run away before we fucking die. Let's fucking bounce. Go away! G, baby, G. Fuck. Here we go. This feels so not like how I'm supposed to do this. Alright. I'm getting places. I got spikes. I got spikes, son. I got spikes. I can't do nothing with computers, but I got these spikes. We're gonna see. I like how they just they play like I'm not gonna come back. Like I always come back like a fucking cockroach. Okay, let's try this again. I got spikes. But I can't do it unless I can use computer. Hey, there we go. Power conduit overload switching to security camera. Hey, get zapped! Ya bitches? Alright, cool. Shit. Did they really not see me? Shit. I'm just gonna run. I'm just gonna run. I'm just
You've
gonna
made
run.
it just in time.
Hey.
There's only one active escape pod left. Come on, we can hide out on the planet below.
Who the fuck are
I'm
you?
a soldier with the Republic, like you. We're the last 2 crew members left on the Endar Spire. Basila's escape pod's already gone, so there's no reason for us to stick around here and get shot by the Sith. Now, come on. There'll be time for questions later.
Alright. Reading the dialogue or check put in chat. You funny. Let's get out of here. This is the last escape pod and your only hope of... Wait, why wouldn't I do it? Shit. Okay. No! Oh, god damn it. I didn't mean to skip that. The shit, like... Could y'all see that movie anyway? I bet you probably couldn't even see it. A movie started. Did the screen just go blank? It was like a cutscene.
Good to see you up instead of thrashing about in your sleep. You must have been having one hell of a nightmare. I was wondering if you were ever gonna wake up. I'm Karth, one of the Republic soldiers from the Endar Spire. I was with you in the escape pod. Do you remember?
Yeah.
You've been slipping in and out of consciousness for a couple of days now, so I imagine
It was
you're
just
pretty
black,
confused
yeah.
about
And I
things.
guess there was
Try not to worry.
no
We're
sense
safe,
in not skipping it.
at least for the moment. We're in an abandoned apartment on the planet of Terrace. We were banged up pretty bad when our escape pod crashed, but luckily I wasn't seriously hurt. I was able to drag you away from our crash site and all the confusion, and I stumbled into this abandoned apartment. By the time the Sith arrived on the scene, we were long gone.
Man, that's really obnoxious. Like, I'm glad I've gotten everything else to stream properly, but I might have to look into how to do that in particular. Or, next time, just have all of the movies, like, queued up so that I can show them when they're supposed to be shown. So that y'all can, like, get them narratively when you're fucking supposed to and all of that. So we're just gonna wait here for the Republic
Terrace
to
is
rescue
under
us?
Sith control. Their fleet is orbiting the planet, they've declared martial law, and they've imposed a planet-wide quarantine. But I've been in worse spots. I saw on your service records that you understand a remarkable number of alien languages.
Oh,
That's
do
pretty good
I?
for a raw recruit. But it should come in handy while we're stranded on a foreign world. There is no way the Republic will be able to get anyone through the Sith blockade to help us. If we're gonna find Bastila and get off this planet, we can't rely on anybody but ourselves.
Yeah, why are we
That
needing
smack to your head did more damage than I thought. Bastila's a Jedi. She was with the strike team that killed Darth Revan, Malak's Sith master. Bastila's the key to the whole Republic war effort. The Sith must have found out that she was on the Endar Spire and set an ambush for us in this system. I believe Bastila was on one of the escape pods that crashed down here at Terrace. For the sake of the Republic war effort, we have to try and find her.
Hi.
Bastila is no ordinary Jedi. She has a rare gift the Jedi call battle meditation. Bastila's power can influence entire armies. Through the Force, Bastila can inspire her allies with confidence and make her enemies lose their will to fight. Often that's all it takes to tip the balance in a battle. Of course there are limits to what she can do, but from what I understand of her ability, it requires great concentration and focus to maintain her battle meditation. The attack on the Endar Spire happened so fast, she never had a chance to use her battle meditation. Like us, she barely got out alive.
Alright. Let's find her.
Bastila's gonna need our help. Many of Darth Malak's followers can use the dark side of the Force, and the Sith have already killed more than their share of Jedi in this war. Nobody will be looking for a couple of common soldiers like us, and if we're careful, we can move about the planet without attracting notice. A luxury Bastila won't have. She's gonna have half the Sith fleet looking for her. They know how important she is to the war effort. The whole planet is under quarantine. No ships can land or take off. So, if Bastila's gonna escape Terrace, she's gonna need our help. And we'll probably need hers.
I was laughing at what Alex put in chat, like, so, she gonna be on my squad, right? Yeah, she sounds like a hell of a support character. Like a fucking bard or something. Sing your battle song, lady. Boost our morale. Yeah, where's she
While
at?
you were out, I did some scouting around. There are reports of a couple of escape pods crashing down into the Undercity. It's probably a good place to start. But the Undercity's a dangerous place. We don't want to go there unprepared, and it won't do Bastila any good if we go and
Undercity?
get ourselves killed.
I've been there. I get the idea it's not gonna be the same one, but...
I'll tell you whatever I can, though I don't know how much help it'll be.
What do you know about Malik and the Sith? Can you tell me about this planet we're on? Yeah, what's up with the planet?
Was once a magnificent planet-wide metropolis of towering skyscrapers, but that was a long time ago. The upper city, where the rich citizens live, is still pretty safe. If it wasn't for the Sith occupation and the planet-wide quarantine, it might not even be a bad place to live. But farther down, things have degenerated. The lower city is nothing but a slum overrun by swoop bike gangs, waging a never-ending war for control. And the undercity is... well, it's even worse. The lowest level of Terrace is a wasteland overrun by rat ghouls. Mindless, diseased mutants that attack on sight. I've already entered all this info into your datapad journal.
Okay, two questions regarding chat here. When did they fucking blow up Undercity? I definitely stopped playing WoW before that happened. I remember the siege on Undercity from Wrath of the Lich King. That was one of the cooler quests ever, if I remember correctly, but I don't recall that ending in Undercity exploding. So, also, I do think that is Caden, the voice actor, and considering this was a BioWare joint that was made around the same time as the first Mass Effect game, or it preceded it a little bit, I wouldn't doubt that it was maybe the same dude. It does sound like him, though, from what I remember. Though, I mean, Caden was kind of, sort of remarkable in his genericness, so...
Everything I know about Malik is pretty much common knowledge. He escaped the trap that killed Darth Revan, his Sith master. With Revan's death, Malik became the new Dark Lord. It's obvious that Malik's a ruthless tyrant who'll crush anyone who stands in his way, just like Revan was. Experience has shown that the Sith won't stop until the Republic lies in ruins. Malik and his Sith don't respect anything except raw, brutal power. It's hard to imagine how someone who used to be a Jedi could become such a monster.
Watch the cinematic trailer for BFA. What's BFA? Like, right after that. Sylvanas straight up blighted Undercity? Why would she do that? Why would Sylvanas do that? Battle for Azeroth? Was that like one of the expansions? I'm so, like, when I quit WoW, I quit the fuck out of WoW. Like, I like totally stopped paying attention to it. Like, almost on purpose. Like, I would see WoW news and it'd just be like, nope, 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 I'm good, I'll be over here, nope, not doing it.
Malik and Revan were once both part of the Jedi Order, but they were young and headstrong, and against the wishes of the Council, they went to battle the Mandalorians on the Outer Rim. Something happened out there. Something corrupted them and drew them over to the dark side. Or maybe there was something rotten inside them all along. I don't know. They formed an army of ex-Republic soldiers and Jedi who'd fallen to the dark side, with Revan at their head, until Revan was killed by Bastila's Jedi strike team. But even that didn't slow the Sith down. Malik just stepped in and assumed Revan's role. He took control of the Sith Armada and resumed the bloody conquest of the Outer Worlds.
Alright. Oh, it's in the current expansion, Sylvanas is the new war chief. What happened to Thrall? What happened? Urchak? Urchak? Urchak, what happened to Thrall? Don't you tell me they killed Thrall. Don't you fucking tell me they killed Thrall.
Good idea. We can use this abandoned apartment as a base. We can probably get some equipment and supplies here in the upper city. Just remember to keep a low profile. I've heard some grim stories about the Dark Jedi interrogation techniques. They say the Force can do terrible things to a mind. Can wipe away your memories and destroy your very identity. But I figure if we don't do anything stupid, we should be okay. I mean, after all, they're looking for Bastila, not a couple of grunts like us. All right, soldier, Let's move out.
Alright. Spinning, fucking... We're gonna take a break. Boy, howdy, what a goddamn shit show here. I was not thinking this was gonna be such a pain in the fucking ass. I really wasn't. I'll have a better idea of what I'm doing here next time. I think it's gonna be good except for the movies. Like, they're not cutscenes, they're like fucking like FMVs, you know, like them, you know, old schools kind of shits, like that. Thrall stepped down, Garrosh took over. I remember Garrosh being kind of a cunt. We kicked Garrosh's ass. Thrall made Vol'jin the new war chief. Vol'jin died fighting the Legion. No! No! Thrall has babies now and is kind of backbenched for a while. Okay. Alright. I can accept this. That works. Okay, yeah, the pre-rendered shit. There you go. Thank you. Pre-rendered movie cutscene things. Those are the things that y'all aren't seeing. However, that's something that I'm almost positive would be on YouTube, so I just need to be able to, like... I'll have that shit queued up next time, so that, y'all can see things, you know, as the game intended. I'm glad I was at least able to get it running, though. Okay. Got, like, some leftover goth prom music here. Yeah, let's go with these ones. Alright, y'all. Go get you a drink. Go have you a stretch. Go fetch you a food. Go do something. Get up, please. For fuck's sake, please. Get up. Just a little bit. And I will return shortly. Hi. I'm back. How you doing? I appreciate you complimenting my song selection, Worm. I thought you might like that little set there. I play all sorts of shit, but I try to keep, like, within little blocks some kind of aesthetic or thematic cohesion, that's the word. Yeah, I fell the fuck into Billie Eilish's music here over the last couple days. Oh my god. Holy shit. That little girl is 17 years old. What the fuck? How? There's no way. I told her, Jack, she's like a reincarnated old god or something. Like, there's no way. There's no way. It's so good. I can't, this is not like teenage melodrama music. This is like, it's fantastic. Like, really, really fucking good. And yeah, I saw her on Hot Ones. That was how I had heard of her. Like, people just mentioning, like, her name. But I didn't know anything about her music or really anything about her. I just knew that she had kind of a neat look to her. And that she had like a good personality, but I didn't really know anything about that. But I watch Hot Ones, depending on who's on it, but I'll, you know, depending on how busy I am and who's on, I'll watch it. And yeah, I was mildly interested because I'd heard of her. And yeah, my goodness, a very charismatic young lady. And I could understand why she would have a following regardless, just because she's got an interesting look, like I said, and she's just really funny, really down to earth, really just vulnerable and cool. And Yeah, admittedly, I like when I saw that interview, I kind of thought like, man, she's kind of like I could see this person like basically like coasting on a social media following just because they're so likable and like she just looked really interesting and shit. Like I kind of made some negative assumptions about how good her music must be because she was just otherwise so likable and great. And then yeah, I the first fucking track I listened to made me cry. And I was like, oh, okay. Her videos are amazing too. Yeah, I watched the video for When the Party's Over, and fucking it killed me. It's wow. She's incredible, dude. I can't believe how young she is and that she's making this shit. Like she's about to take over the planet. Holy fuck, man. Yeah, very impressed. Very, very impressed. She's dropping an album here, like, in a week or two, I think, so you'll probably be hearing more of her on my stream. And, yeah, a lot of her stuff is very kind of, like, sad, sort of, dark, kind of, nihilistic in spots, but, and, so, yeah, I got in that kind of mood, and I found those other two artists that I really hadn't heard much of. I had heard of How to Destroy Angels, namely from electronic artists remixing their songs. That same album that has the Survivalism remix that Deadmau5 did also has a remix of a How to Destroy Angels song. So anyway, but I had not heard them otherwise, and that was like a person that was mentioned in the same breath as Billie Eilish and some shit that I was wearing, so, or, excuse me, some shit that I was reading. So, I looked into that. Same with the other girl that I played. Was her name, like, Kailee Morgue, I think? I believe that was her name. I don't want to get it wrong, let me look. Yeah, Kailee Morgue. Could be Kailee. But I'm gonna go with Kailee Morgue. Yeah. Two really neat new artists that I heard of as a result of just getting so into this one that I was like, I need more of this. Whatever this is. How to Destroy Angels? It's like fucking Trent Reznor and his wife and a couple people, right? Like, I think that, or I guess ex-wife, are they still married? I have a really hard time imagining that person in any sort of, like, long-term stable relationship. Trent Reznor, I mean. I don't know anything about his wife. Are they still married? Like I said, I could totally fucking buy the psychological story of Trent Reznor is either, you know, has always been totally fine or is totally fine because he makes that music. Like, Alex, you were saying, like, that he, like, used to be not fine. Now he's more fine. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, that is my understanding. It's just mostly him and his wife. Okay. They're still married? Alright. Hey, you know, I do not tell other people how to relationship. It's really hard. Any way you figure it out, you know, as long as you're not hurting each other, it's good. It's really difficult to be in a relationship for a really long time. So, this was one of the things that was evidence of him probably being happy and stable now. Well, that's good. That is good. That's why it's called Happy Reznor music. Or you called it that, rather. That's kind of funny, because it's still, like, it's a very dark song. It's all still very dark. But, I mean, like a lot of people, myself included, are happier sort of living in that and sort of, like, processing things through that. And it, like, makes us happier. Like, I'm one of those people, certainly. Like, I listen to those songs that I just played and I'm, like, happier. I am not made sad by dark music. It makes me happier. I definitely think it sounds different from Nine Inch Nails. It's, yeah. Well, I think it was described as, like, post-industrial, which I don't know what that means. I hipster a little bit with my fucking labels, but honestly, I mostly just do that out of necessity. If there's not a need to make a specific label for something, or I don't need to use that to describe it, I don't do it. Like, I don't like fucking shoehorning terms that I don't think a lot of people are gonna understand into my sentences. You want something that's pretentious. I think that's pretentious. So I try not to do that. And, a lot of the time when I'm talking on this stream, like, it might sound like I'm being kind of, like, slow and thoughtful when I speak. If I'm, like, talking about something technical. The reason for that is because I'm running everything I'm saying through a, like an academic language filter to make sure I'm not saying any, like, technical shit that y'all aren't gonna understand. And, yeah, because if I were to, like, I could just describe it in, you know, really quickly, whatever it is, if I were talking to, like, my fucking advisor or something like that, but you guys aren't fucking academics, you don't study this bullshit, so I don't expect you to understand shit at that level, but that's, like, how I'm used to talking about it. But that's, like, part of the purpose of the stream is to force me to kind of put this shit into language that people can actually digest, like lay people that, you know, don't fucking study this stuff. You're not dumb, you're just not an expert. There's a difference. It's like, you know, it's like expecting people to speak a language that they don't speak. Like, biology especially, Jesus Christ, there's so many fucking, like, completely alien words in that fucking the discipline that I wouldn't expect people to understand off the top of their head or even be able to fucking infer what I meant. So, like, yeah, there's a lot of, like, fucking you can almost hear the fucking gears turning in my head when I'm trying to describe some of this shit sometimes, because I'm, like, actively doing that distillation process live and in Technicolor right here on this stream. Yeah, he still broods, he's just not lonely. That's good. If there's one event to describe post-industrial, it's Trent Reznor finding a normal, stable life and making music with his life partner. The entire genre is just Trent Reznor chilling out. Like, I love it. Oh my god. Alright. What were we doing? We were playing a game. Man, I've not talked about moral psychology fucking at all. Like, here's the thing. I could try with my fucking, like, stoned ass to explain the elephant and rider metaphor to y'all right now. Or you can go watch my fucking video that I spent like 2 months making like a year ago that does a way better job, and we'll give it to you in words that are John Haidt approved. High podcast when? Honey, this is a high podcast. Every time. So... I'll try. I'll give you the fucking, like, absolute bare bones version, but seriously, go fucking watch that goddamn video I made. It's better. It's got visuals. I can't remember where I had the volume. I think it was here. We're gonna find out. And let me know what that is. So the first rule of Fight Club, or rather the first part of moral psychology that's important to understand is that you are of two minds, one of which is much larger and more important to your moral feelings and decision making than the other. Ugh, fuck. Yeah, I spent like a fucking hour just trying to get the shits to run. So that was cool. There was a very serious struggle. So the two parts of you are what I was talking about, this elephant and rider metaphor. The elephant is... fuck. Sorry. Hit the shit out of my microphone. Man, this stand is starting to not... like, it's a little old at this point, I guess. I can't even increase the resolution unless there's like a mod to do that with or something. Apartment complex? I have to take Karth. Okay.
Right, you alien scum. Everybody get up against the wall. This is a raid. That's how we Sith deal with smart-mouth aliens. Now the rest of you, get up against the wall before I lose my temper again. What's this? Humans hiding out with aliens? They're Republic fugitives! Attack!
Oh shit, I really should have equipped my gun. Alright, that's what we're doing. Cool. You're welcome, man. Won't someone come searching for this patrol? Stay out of the way or I'll kill you too. I don't feel like being a cunt. I'm gonna try and be a good guy. Yeah, my sword's doing pretty good. I think I'll just equip that and just keep that going. So what the fuck was I saying? All right. So these two parts of you, this elephant and this rider. The elephant is your intuition. Like, you know, it comprises, physically speaking, like most of your brain. It's, you know, all like the emotional stuff and your, you know, gut feelings and all that shit. Hey man.
Dolpa da bongualeo gondona chuchut. Kachi chu ita dundonga. Yumalita kuto dun. Chilamulane ni dubobo.
I didn't click
Onga
on
kumbis
you.
jang ba mulira. Runda di hotonga kun hunkabi.
Oh, he's trying to sell me something, that's what it is.
Tunking ba nunotek. Tukning chatukunde mulerabes.
I know all about energy shield. I mean, whatever. I don't care. I'm just trying to fucking... Just let me walk around, man. Y'all are suffocating me. Like, I need to fucking... I need my space. Need to be able to do what I want to do. Cool.
And I can tell you from experience that they aren't any good at all against a simple vibroblade. That's why the Republic has been training soldiers in hand-to-hand and melee combat.
Yeah, I'm good. Hey man, I'll keep it in mind. Thanks. I didn't click on him, by the way. Like, he just decided to have this fucking conversation with me.
Tong abong siya umnina. Wanga kumbis king balemuraya. Johnny yon tun.
Holy shit, your language is so inefficient. Holy fuck, spit it out, man. You wish the text was bigger. That's maybe something I can look into. There's gotta be a mod for that. There was a mod for that in fucking Planescape. That's probably a really easy fix. Hell, I might be able to do that just by fuxing with things in the fucking menu. I already changed a couple of things around to be able to get windowed mode, so. Look. I really need to stop talking to you. So please fuck off, and I'm gonna keep walking. Yeah? Fucking cunt. Jesus fucking Christ. Anyway, like, I was in the middle of a thought, and it's just sort of irritating. To upper what? So, yeah, your elephants, your intuition, emotions, things like that. Those aren't quite the same thing, but they're close enough that you can sort of think about them in the same boat. But, I mean, you intuitively know the difference between the two. For the most part. There's a lot of overlap, obviously. And a lot of things, like, people talk about emotions like they're this, like, thing you only feel sometimes, and that's just so fucking inaccurate. I don't even have words for it. The structures in your brain that generate your emotions are working constantly. And they're a huge part of this elephant, your, like, intuition and all of that. I think this is a circle. Yeah. Yeah, you're feeling emotions constantly. It's not a sometimes thing. Some people aren't emotional and some people aren't. You're a fucking primate. You are a deeply emotional critter all the time. All the fucking time. Them shits is working all the time to steer you in any fucking direction, to help you make decisions in life. If you didn't have emotions, you wouldn't be human, you'd be totally fucking lost. So, like, you know. Yeah, iceberg. It's an iceberg. If the elephant and the rider, if you think about them like an iceberg, this fucking 90% underwater is your intuition, your elephant. And it's doing the bulk of your decision making and like most of what's driving your behavior. It's where your motivation comes from. It's really critical to a number of things. When psychologists who study this shit talk about how much that elephant is responsible for your behavior and your thinking relative to this rider I'm fixing to telling you about, they put that shit in the 90s. Like, percentage-wise, it's in the 90s. So, like, 95 of your everything is coming from this fucking elephant, this intuition, which is disappointing, I know, but bear with me. Dia?
Who are you? What are you doing in here? You can't just come barging into someone's home.
Oh, sorry.
That's no excuse. You can't just go around barging into people's apartments because you're curious. But at least you're more polite than that pig Holden.
You should just start gossiping with some bitch who broke into her
Just
house?
one of men who can't keep his hands to himself. But all he got for his trouble was a nasty scar from my vibroblade. Too bad I'm the one still paying the price. I don't want to talk about it.
Then why did you bring it up?
Besides, I don't know if I can trust you.
You could try. I don't want to help you. You're crazy.
Good. I don't much like strangers in my home.
Then bye, cunt. Yeah, I should have fucking stealthed. Should have done that. I'm gonna not fucking break into people's houses. So, the upper part of this iceberg here, that rider on top of the elephant, which, you know, proportionality-wise, that's about right. If you think of, like, a little, like, human rider on top of a, like, big fucking fully grown elephant, that's the sort of, like, power and, actually size differential that you're dealing with if you're talking about the brain regions that represent these things. Your rider in, like, brain terms is really just, like, some parts of your prefrontal cortex. Like, it's like a few particular parts, and what they do is they kind of serve as the brakes on other parts of the brain. So like it's to some extent trying to steer this elephant, but it's as you're aware, people can't really steer elephants by force. It's a it's a practice thing. You have to have some what the oh, it's the camera. You have to have some kind of like skill in coercing, charming, and otherwise convincing your own elephant to do things. So, you know, that's why it's called a rider, not a master. It is not like, it's along for the ride for the most part, and that's why you need to be really aware of your, you know, intuitive tendencies and all of that, because, like, for the most part, that's what's motivating your behavior, and that's what's going to determine a lot of the way you feel about things, especially in a moral sense. It's really hard to talk yourself into or out of something that your gut doesn't agree with, even if you have, like, the data right in front of you. You know, I'm sure even if you're not familiar with, you know, people debating politics, you can watch people on whatever fucking topic do backflips to try and rationalize the thing that they already believe. It's because their elephant is already on that page. Something seems to be bothering Karth. Maybe you should speak to him and see if he will open up about it.
Yes, what's on your mind?
What's on my mind? Apparently you look pensive, dog.
Terrace? The planet's all one big city, but its golden years are long past. And things have gotten worse since the Sith occupied it. From what I hear, the wealthy live on the tops of all the tall towers, and if you're poor, you live down in the shadows. And it gets worse the lower you go. Well, that's all I can think of, at any rate. Me? Well, I've been a star pilot for the Republic for years. Seen more than my share of wars. I fought in the Mandalorian Wars before all this started. But with all that, I've never experienced anything like the slaughter these Sith animals can unleash. Not even the Mandalorians were that senseless. My homeworld was one of the first planets to fall to Malik's fall. The Sith bombed it into submission, and there wasn't a damn thing our Republic forces could do to stop it. It shouldn't be my fault. I did everything I could. I followed my orders and did my duty. That shouldn't mean I failed them. I didn't. No, I know. Don't worry about it. It must not be making much sense. You probably mean well with your questions. I'm just not accustomed to talking about my past very much. At all, actually. I'm more used to taking action. Keeping my mind focused on the business at hand. So let's just do that. If you have more questions, ask them later.
Oh, fuck. A lack of introspection disguised as professionalism. Shame on you, motherfucker.
What is this planet coming to, huh? Shlommy's just walking around the upper city.
Shouldn't you go to Laura says you belong, Slummy?
These are such half-assed drunk voices.
These streets are for upper city citizens. You better get out of the way if you know what's
so
good for you.
cartoonish. They sound like fucking Bugs Bunny got drunk. Like, that's the fucking drunk voice. Hey guys, we can all be friends here. Let me buy. Do they really need more drinks, girl? You better think twice about what you're doing. You better think twice about what you're doing. This might be more than you can handle. I like an intimidate check. Sure, let's do that.
Come on, fellas. Slummy ain't worth the bother.
Yeah. I guess you're right. Maybe next time, Slummy. Come on, fellas, let's go.
Come on, fellas, let's go. Oh my god. That brought me a remarkable amount of joy. What the fuck was I saying? Oh, sorry, let me look at chat here. Yeah, no, exactly. The elephant is not doing is going to do, for the most part, whatever the fuck it wanted to do in the first place. And,
before it is too late.
I'm good. For the most part, this rider that you have, its job is to kind of serve as the elephant's, lawyer. Or it's like, it's press secretary. You know, the people whose job it is to come out and explain to the public why the president did what they did. That's kind of what they're doing for the most part, this rider. It's not doing a lot to steer the elephant or necessarily make it do the right thing. It is trying to justify why whatever it did was the right thing. That is your natural tendency in life. That is unfortunately what we evolved to do. And if that makes it sound like people would be, you know, like, conniving, dishonest cunts, if you've not figured that out yet, sorry about Santa Claus and all that.
Mulira on shaturing ni patoga wanga chonzitse. Ika krotu hakujije. Watu yama kama wun.
Alright. I just wanted to see your shop. I wasn't trying to get your fucking life story, lady.
Tumni chachon kun ne mule rabas. Tangabun shan omnong. Wanga kun biskin.
I'm good.
Tanga book shot.
I'm really honestly kind of impressed that they put all of this like alien dialogue in there, to be honest. Like, I wonder how like linguistically accurate this shit is. Like fucking Tolkien, for example, was a fucking like actual linguist. And the languages he made up for the Lord of the Rings like universe are like grammatically, syntactically, and all of that shit as correct as I think he was capable of making them. They're not like complete languages, but shit works. Like, I had some very nerdy ass friends in high school that would fucking write and speak Elvish to each other. Those are the people I was hanging out with.
Authorization are allowed into the lower city. It's obvious from the way you're dressed that you're not one of the Sith patrols, so unless you have the authorization papers, you must move along.
I'm good.
Move along, then.
You're gonna need some kind of disguise if you want to get past this guy.
Sorry, I was catching up on chat here. Yeah, no one fucking cares about data, dude. You're not wrong. Honestly, I mean, like, obviously people do care about empiricism. It's just, if you think one thing and you're real deep in that, and somebody shows you definitive proof that it's not true, you're not gonna fucking grok that right away. Like, that's probably gonna put a dent in your shit, and might even plant a seed that will eventually, you know, take root and fuck up your whole belief system. That's a thing that can happen, but that's not gonna happen right away, because, like I said, if your elephant doesn't believe it, then you probably don't believe it. And it takes a while to rewire your intuition to fucking believe something else and, you know, think about things in a new mindset. So, you know, data can help. I mean, I'm a fucking scientist, I would only hope. But it's, you know, we get a lot of our intuitions and how we feel about things from the people around us. And, you know, if you're in like a social situation where, you know, there isn't a lot of open questioning of what you believe all the time, and there's not a lot of looking at data and constantly reevaluating how you feel about things, then, you know, unless you're kind of in that culture, you're probably in a culture that, you know, is more inclined to not immediately try to change your mind based on what research says, for example. And yeah, I would agree that this is a big mistake that debaters make, but like, I don't think debate is useful at all. I think it's a show. And I've never seen a quote-unquote debate that I thought was worth anyone's time, really. Conversations are good. Dialectics are good. Dialogue is good. But the point of a debate is for somebody to win. And most of the time, when two people are arguing about something, neither one of them is completely fucking right. So if your goal is to actually find the truth, then you should not be debating. That is the incorrect way to go about that.
Missed your last payment.
What?
Here, I've got 50 credits, a down payment. That should buy me some time, right?
Sorry, you're out of time. Now it's all or nothing. Davik can't have people not paying his debts.
But I don't have that much. How can I give you credits I don't have?
Why do I just keep running up on people's business? I'm really not trying to fucking, like...
Careful about drawing attention to ourselves, man. We can just let them drag this guy off?
Hold on a second. Looks like we got ourselves a witness.
Oh, Lord. I mean, fuck it. Let's just... Fuck it! Doing it live! Eh. I don't know.
Thank you.
Okay.
I
don't know how much I have to click
Those
that.
bounty hunters are going to take me away and kill me.
I gotta look up how this is actually
not
done.
To take a loan from Davik. Now I can't pay him back. It's not good to owe a crime lord money. He'll just keep sending more bounty hunters after me till I'm dead.
Hand over all your credits if you want to live.
I'm getting out of here before any more of Davik's
do that.
show up. You should do the same.
What you said here in chat, Worm, there's a study recently that demonstrated that people are much more willing to accept an opposing viewpoint if it's presented in the form of a real-life story. That is true. Oh shit, I'm almost dead. Humans are terribly inclined towards narrative. We learn better that way. We become more understanding toward opposing viewpoints that way. It's just kind of how we understand the world. And because of that, it's really, really helpful to frame things in the form of a story, even if you're talking about data, which is something I try to do when I'm talking about science. I try not to talk about it in like a cut and dry, here's some graphs kind of way, at least not when I'm talking to y'all. So, you know, it is much more digestible to people and much more, definitely much easier for your elephant to understand if you can put things in a story. So yeah, that doesn't surprise me at all. That's what they found. It just, like I said, it just makes things more digestible. It's kind of like, it's just how we absorb stuff. I've said before that humans are basically apes with stories that are very good at forming teams. This is the two main things that separate us from other apes is our capacity for narrative and our incredible cooperative abilities. Other apes are capable of cooperating with each other, but they ain't running like corporations and armies and shit. So like, you know, it's a scale thing. Additionally, when other apes cooperate with each other, they're generally doing that within like bloodlines, like they're, you know, related to each other, and that's most of the reason they're doing it. Whereas humans can, like, we can not be related to somebody at all. We can do this along like cultural and moral lines and form groups that way. And temporarily, spontaneously, you know, we can do it. So that makes us special. What were you asking to see? Bruv, this? I'm a scoundrel. And these are my stats. I don't know if I did this right, but this is what we got. So Yeah, to fucking exactly, Alex. If data and information, you know, informed all of our decision making, then we would have already solved the problem of addiction, among many other things. And yeah, we didn't evolve to protect truth. We evolved to protect our reputations. Very, very important to remember that. If you're going to live your life protecting truth, that is a conscious effort that you have to make. Like, you have to actively suppress that desire to protect your own reputation, bolster your own reputation in order to live in the glorious light of truth. Alright, I'm just catching up on chat here. Yeah, no, I agree. That's another thing about elephants. They're like, we're very social. So like anything that you can do to kind of like appeal to that aspect, you know, charisma, good rhetoric, things like that, that'll help you out a lot more than having convincing data. Like a lot more. More than anybody seems to want to admit. So it's like, if you got good data, that's great, but if you're you know, if you got a fucking, like, if charisma's your dump stat, you're not convincing anybody of anything, for the most part. Become a writer, because, like, you're not, you know, like, it's that kind of thing. And, like, charisma doesn't necessarily have to mean, like, you know, you're likable. It's more of like a magnetism thing. It's more like, you know, how much people are drawn to you, how many like eyes you're getting, how much attention you're getting, how much people are inclined to listen to you, even if they don't like you, which is kind of interesting. You know, charisma can be both good and bad. You know, a lot of people are really charismatic and they've got like a whole bunch of haters and a whole bunch of people that like them. That's still a lot of charisma. More than likely, but yeah. It can be good or bad. This is a very schizophrenic stream. Particularly tonight. It really threw me off not being able to get this to work, honestly. Oh, I was trying to heal my dumb ass. I'm fucking dying. Here. Alright. Cool. You good? Alright, you good. I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. Hey,
yes,
man.
What's on your mind? You got it.
Your efforts to search for Bastila in the lower regions of Taurus have hit a snag. The Sith guard at the elevator down to the lower city won't let you pass without a Sith uniform. Right. Okay. So how do I get a fucking Sith uniform? Yeah. Worm, I'm not gonna read everything you said there, but, to harp on a point, we are, like, one of the reasons that data and research aren't as impactful as they ideally would be if we were completely rational creatures is that we have a really hard time, actually, like, viscerally understanding a lot of numbers that are presented in research. Like, like, you can't really even comprehend a billion of anything. You know, you can pretend that you can, like, have some sort of, like, concept of it that you can refer to in your head, but you don't have, like, a real, like, your elephant doesn't get it. You know what I mean? You don't really understand it. And when you extrapolate that to, like, you know, 1 million people were killed by, like, a natural disaster or something like that, you can't understand that. Like, you can't fucking comprehend that. You didn't evolve to comprehend that. You evolved to comprehend, like, small tribal things, which, you know, are pretty limited relative to, the complexities of modern life. Yeah, we just can't understand that shit. So that's one of the reasons that, like I said, data just doesn't work a mechanism for convincing people of things as well as we would like. It's because we didn't evolve to be swayed by research. You know, as I've mentioned, I science. I understand that these things are important, and as I mentioned, I try to, as much as I can, be swayed by data and permit my opinions to change based on what the research says, but that's also my job. And I don't really expect people who don't go around kind of working out that muscle all the time to be totally fucking capable of it. So, you know, didn't I fuck up a Sith in the hallway? Oh, is that, I think maybe. Did I get a uniform from that? Is that different clothing? No, it's the same clothing. Oh, that guy I just looted? Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. No. It would seem not. Maybe I didn't loot those guys before? Let me go back down there. Walk around, make sure. It looks like I'm using A and D from the... You might like holding right click and using the mouse. Oh, shit. Yeah, I do like that a lot better. Thank you. Although it's a little sticky. Like you have to kind of keep it in the middle, I guess. Why does it just suddenly stop like that? That's really obnoxious. I'll just do what I was doing. I don't think. Yeah, I was holding right click and left click, but it's like, it's weird. Like it like stops for no reason. Like you see how it's like, yeah, like why does it do that? I didn't stop holding it down. I don't see anything in this fucking hallway. I'm pretty sure I picked up whatever I was gonna pick up here. What are you doing? I know my mouse has a wire on it. Game been glitchy. I honestly just don't know. Alright, I'm gonna go back up. Yeah, it's like I can tell someone is like truly naive in a number of ways if they think that people are rational, or they think that some people are rational and some people are irrational. Like everyone's irrational. Everyone. If you think you're not, you don't know you, and I don't trust you. So like, you shouldn't fucking trust people who don't understand their own limitations. Like, those people are, in many ways, even more dangerous than people who, you know, fucking, like, it's, I'm a little too tired / high to word that well, but you understand what I mean. You know? It's sort of like someone who thinks that they don't have biases, or someone who thinks that they, you know, what the fuck?
What are you doing? Don't go in there. That door is for employees only. You recognize these soldiers? But how? Unless you're a friend of the Republic.
I'm a friend. Sure.
I guess I'd better tell you what's going on.
I only hope the Sith don't find out what I've done. Since the space battle overhead, people have been secretly bringing in these Republic soldiers who crash-landed on the planet.
Oh, a controller!
I had to take them in. What choice did I have?
I got one of them.
Their injuries are terrible. Most won't survive. But at least I can make their last days more comfortable. And at least here, they're hidden away from the Sith.
Well, for that you have my thanks. It's good to know that at least some of these men ended up in compassionate hands.
I hate to imagine what the Sith would do if they discovered these soldiers here. But since their initial questioning, the Sith have not returned, so it may be my fears are unfounded.
Oh yeah, if you know where the fucking uniform is, let a bitch know. I'm not interested in fucking wandering around here for fucking ever. I would appreciate that.
I'm afraid there's nothing more anyone can do for these soldiers. Now, if you'll excuse me, I should return to the front in case anyone comes in needing medical attention.
Light side. Yeah, for sure. Let me know. Yeah, you should fucking never trust anyone that says they don't have biases. That's a really good way to be completely fucking affected by your fucking biases. Like, the best way you can compensate for your own biases is to be aware of them and, like, run like a mental check on that shit. Just as you exist, as you're thinking, as you're making decisions, so that you're, you know, to whatever extent you can, compensating for that bias. You know? Its recovery is an obvious moment in the story. Do I have to just, like, kill this person?
Out of our way, citizen. We're on official Sith business. Just stand aside if you know what's good for you.
I mean, if you just tell me roughly where I need to go, I'll take it. Yeah, definitely don't trust anybody who says that, like, their group is not biased and other group is biased. For fuck's sake. Fuck off with that. Everybody's biased. So, like, what else? What else about that? I didn't really have an outline for this. I was just kind of, like, going off of what I remembered reading in The Righteous Mind, which has been years at this point. And I mean, I guess the other shit that I've read since then that's been relevant, which has actually been a lot of stuff. There are a couple of bars, and you can get it by talking to people in one. Okay. I don't think I'd come across a bar yet. I'll look around for a bar. Pardon. Yeah. So the point of me starting there with this elephant and rider stuff is just to give you an understanding of how important your intuitive thinking is to your moral beliefs and your decision making. And this actually manifests in how people feel about things, like, in a moral and political sense. So, like, people who are more left or right leaning on the political spectrum have brains that look different. And the structures that look different are deeply involved in this elephant that I mentioned, like your intuitive thinking. And that tends to, oh yeah, ask the drunk dudes. Thank you. Drunk people know where alcohol is. It's a good tip. Oi, cunt! Oh, are these the guys I told off earlier? I don't think they're gonna talk to me. If I click on my map, it'll get bigger? Oh! Okay. To Sith base, to Lower City, droids by Janice, Upper City South. Are these just places I've been before? I think I have to, like, go check out the other places. Are the bars gonna be marked on the map if I've not Camera, please. If I've not been there yet, stop! Camera! Okay. Christ. Upper City South? Alright. I think that's... yeah. I'm gonna turn around. Is that over here? Yeah. And the reason I mentioned that is because, knowing that about people made me a lot more understanding of people that disagree with me. Because, like, their fucking brains literally fucking look and act different than mine. It's like, that's not evil, you know? Like, they just see the world differently than I do. And as a result of that, they actually, you know, are privy to things that I'm not, because I'm, you know, I'm seeing the world through a certain lens, through my fucking brain, and I'm not seeing, oh, I hadn't been this way yet. That looks like a bar. Looks bar-y over here. So yeah, that helped me a lot, because I used to be real pissy about conservatives. I tell you what. Man, back when I was an undergrad, absolutely. I really didn't like conservatives. And I used to just think they were like, what did John Haidt say? Like, they were dumb and evil. I used to think that. That's the thing I used to think. I don't think that anymore. And a big part of not thinking that anymore was starting to think about this way. In that, like, you know, these people are, like, physically fucking different from me in a way that modifies their thinking in a way that's actually complementary to mine. So it is in our best interest to work together to see the entire picture, because together we're more equipped to do that than either of us are separately. You get what I mean? Cantina entrance. I'm gonna get in there. Impossible?
Damn.
Well, how the fuck am I gonna get in there? Wait. Huh? Hold on, what? What was the lock for? I don't understand. What? I'm really confused about that. I'm really confused about that. What ledges? What are you talking about, Worm? What the fuck are you talking about? I don't have any memories of talking to you about politics prior to, like, very recently. I mean, the things that I'm upset about regarding conservatives, I still am at liberty to be upset about. I'm just saying that I no longer think that people who disagree with me are necessarily acting in, like, malice or even, you know what I mean? Like, I can still be mad about things that, you know, like, conservatives do to harm people. I just don't think necessarily that anybody who agrees with that general viewpoint is evil. They're like actually fucking different from me. I have left brain, and as a result of that, and how I was raised, and a whole bunch of other factors, I think a certain way. And I do think I'm more correct about some things than other things, more objectively than other things. Like, it's you know, it's context dependent, but the point is, someone is not necessarily just dumb and evil and wrong because they disagree with you. Or because they see the world a different way. You know, it would be... I'm trying to think of a good parallel, but I think I'm too tired.
Hello there, youngster. You interested in buying the Pazak deck of an old man looking to get out of the gambling game? Just 50 credits and I'll sell you all my cards. I'll even throw in a free lesson to boot. It's a great deal, if you can afford it.
I have no memory of talking to you about politics, like, ever. But I mean, when I was, like, playing WoW when I was an undergrad, I was just totally a lefty, and, you know, this was way before I started studying moral psychology and started thinking about this differently, so, like, who knows what I said. You're probably right. I was pretty mad for a while there. I don't want to fuck with you, dude.
Of course.
Just...
No sense in a youngster like you wasting your days away with an old man in a dingy bar. But if you ever want to chat, you know where to find me.
Yeah, and, like, it took me a long fucking time, too. Like, this was not, like, some overnight fucking change in my perspective. This was, like, I read, like, several books, read a whole bunch of papers, did a whole lot of, like, observing, and, like, basically training my elephant to think this new way, and now I'm just not nearly as, like, immediately viscerally angry about, the concept of conservatives as much as I used to be. There are still certain topics that when I talk about them that, like, kind of still exists in me, but it's something I try to suppress because it's not useful. It is, and which is the main reason I ultimately decided to abandon that completely, is because, like, holy shit, is it just not useful. You can get a lot more done, you can be a more progressive if you're willing to fucking talk to people, understand them, negotiate with them, be pragmatic, and fucking get something done. If you fucking dig your heels in and try to get some, like, idealized version of what you want, odds are it's not gonna fucking happen. And you know what? A little progress is better than no progress, and I will take that shit. So, yeah, that made me a lot more moderate over the last, like, fucking 5 years or so.
Have you come here just to bother me, or do you wish to test yourself
This
against
guy's voice
the
is
best
great.
Pazak player on Taris? Questions? I don't come here to answer questions. If you want to play Pazak, then let's play. If not, then quit crowding my gambling table.
Bye.
If you ever wish to test yourself against the best Pazak player on Taris,
I will...
you know where to find me.
Let you know, dog.
Don't you just love watching the Kazakh players? All that strategy, all those credits. It's enough to make a girl get all flushed.
Okay. Yeah, that woman totally... Like, I've never heard a woman say that about anything ever. Like, that's just... Jesus Christ.
Sorry, but I'm not here looking for conversation. I just came to get a drink, listen to some music, and try to relax before my next shift at the military base. I don't wear my uniform when I'm off duty. It's not allowed. In fact, anyone in uniform is banned from entering the cantina. The officers don't even like it when we show up here off duty. Don't like us fraternizing with the locals, I guess. It gets pretty stale hanging around the base all the time. Besides, the Sith don't own me. Being a soldier in their fleet is just a job, you know. A job with long hours and low pay, my dad. When I signed up, I was promised adventure and excitement in exotic locales. Instead, I end up stationed at a military base on some backwater planet on the fringes of the galaxy. If I could just find some other way to earn some credits, I could give this lousy job up. Retire my uniform, so to speak. What? Are you offering me a bribe? You realize this is treason, right? If I report you, the Sith will have you executed.
Cool. You report me and I'll tell them how you really feel about your job. I don't think you'll report me. I think you've been waiting for an offer like this. I like that.
The truth is, I find your offer rather tempting. I could probably get you some uniforms. But if we get caught, we're dead. You're asking me to take an awful risk. If I'm going to do this, it's going to cost you. 200 credits up front if you want some uniforms. No more, no less. So how about it? We have a deal?
Do I have that?
100 credits is a small fortune.
Hey!
I'll never have the chance to make that much in one shot again. Okay, you got a deal. The trick is to get you the uniforms without the Sith knowing I gave them to you. But I've got a plan. I'm going to a party with some of the other Sith soldiers tonight. You show up, and I'll make sure everyone else gets good and drunk. When we pass out, you can take our uniforms.
Going to a party. Okay. How do I know this isn't some kind of setup?
We're in this together now. If either one of us goes to the Sith, we'll both end up in the torture chambers. Anyway, it's not like you have a choice. I'm not giving you your credits back. So you might as well show up at the party later and take the uniforms after we all get drunk and pass out. What could be more simple? I'll probably get a reprimand for not locking it up, but that's about it. Then, in another month, I'll resign and retire with all those credits you gave me. Here, I'll add the address of the party to your datapad. Show up there later. To be on the safe side, we shouldn't speak again before or after the party. I'll go make all the arrangements and I'll see you at the party tonight. Just remember, if you get caught with those uniforms, I don't know you.
I don't think she's hitting on me. She's just talking in that kind of like weird, forced, sexualized way that they make a lot of women in video games talk like. Sorry, I'm just catching up on chat here. Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? I've talked enough about what I wanted to talk about with regard to the moral psych stuff tonight. It gets a little more complicated from there, and I don't want to get interrupted by voice acting and shit. I'll continue this next week when I start Link to the Past, but Urchak just brought up this scandal in chat that I kind of want to talk about. Oh, if you're a male character, she does hit on you, so there's some crossover dialogue, so you might be picking up on that. I see. Yeah, I guess they didn't bother to change the tone. Because, yeah. A lot of women talk like that in movies and video games when they don't really talk like that in real life. That, like, weird, suggestive, like, no one talks like that. Like, Jesus. Women are not Jessica Rabbit all the time. I've met almost no one that's like that. For a second there, I sounded like I could monetize my Twitch stream. You got jokes.
I can't believe we couldn't get arena tickets for this match. Now we'll have to watch the duel on the view screen.
Who cares? It's Duncan and Girlon fighting. It's not like we're gonna miss anything good.
Shh, they're about to start, so quit complaining and just watch the view screen.
Ladies and gentlemen, I draw your attention to the dueling ring. Here, two combatants will battle for your viewing and gambling enjoyment. Now, I hope all your bets are down because we're ready to roll. In this corner, I give you Girlon Two-Finger. And over here, looking to climb the ranks yet again, is the
trying to watch all this.
Deadeye Duncan. And to nobody's great surprise, Deadeye is down again. Don't worry, folks. He's just unconscious. As usual, our medics will have him up and about in a bit. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? So I give you the winner, Girlon Two-Fingers.
That's a good question, Alex. That's a good question. Save. Hey, look at that. Boy, howdy, I'd have been fucked. Name? Why do I have to name it? Remembered what I named it in Planescape. Safe space. Think about binding a key to quick save. How do I do that? How do I do that? Key mapping. Quick save. It's already here. It's F4. Alright. Good to know. Okay. Yeah, they're getting a little better about needlessly sexualizing women in video games. It's not perfect. and this game is what, like over 15 years old, isn't it? So, you know, we were in the process of making progress. It's a little better now. He a hut. Oh, I'm good. I don't need. No, I'm not. I don't need to duel nobody. I don't need to do that. I don't need to do that. Fuck off. I'll let you know, man. I will let you know. Yes, praise be to Dark Mother. Deliver us from misogyny and sexist tropes in video games. Amen.
Well, hello there. I can see from your exotic appearance that you are not from Taurus originally. Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jurgen.
Cool. Now, what do you want?
What do you think of our local music? The band is quite good, wouldn't you agree? They're on the verge of intergalactic stardom, you know.
I mean, sure.
Obviously, you have an ear for music. Mark my words, they'll be famous soon enough. They were about to go on tour before this Sith quarantine stranded them here. Would you like to meet the band after the show? Maybe have a brief brush with fame before they become intergalactic superstars? I can arrange it, you know. Are you certain? This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Meet the legends before they were famous. All it will cost you is a small
Holy
handful
shit,
of credits.
I'm
They have a
really
standing
okay.
arrangement with one of the Rhodian bodyguards backstage. For the small sum of 20 credits, he'll let me set up a meeting with you and the band.
Really
That's
not
too bad.
interested.
They really are charming fellows.
I'm
Very well, then.
I'm
I hope you
sure.
enjoy the music.
I'm so
if
sure.
you change your mind, come speak with me again.
You're right about that binding. Sir, you were right about that. F4 is right next to F5. Y'all know what F5 does? Yeah. Okay, so let's rebind that. I don't fucking know. Let's put it over on 3? Sure. Putting it on. Wait, no, I said I wanted to bind my fucking. What you call it? Let's put it on 12. Let's do that. Screenshot? Is it gonna take a screenshot, or is that just like, did I unbind the screenshot thing by doing that? Okay, but is it screenshotting? Oh, that's the default Steam key for that. Fuck me, come on. I don't want it to fucking well, actually, no, I do kind of want that, because I'll know it did it. So actually, that's perfect. Let's just do that. Get like a little confirmation. That's okay with me. Let's just do that. I mean, yeah. Oh, well, no, you see it, though. And that is kind of obnoxious. Ah, fuck it. Hold on. How about 11? Let's do 11. Okay. Cool. The fuck was I talking about? Worm, I get what you're saying, but I'm really not concerned that, like, we're not gonna have, like, sexy women in video games because Anita Sarkeesian made some videos. Y'all motherfuckers need to calm down with that. Like, not y'all. I know y'all are not specifically upset about a woman making videos on the internet about sexism in video games, but, like, holy shit. You need to understand that, you know, you're fighting elephants when you're complaining about sex and anything. People want it. It's just a matter of, like, how much it harms, like, women as a whole for them to be portrayed as, like, one-dimensional sex objects or, you know, MacGuffins to be saved as a plot device, or, you know, like, these are things that sort of, lead you to think about particular populations in certain ways, and that's the harmful aspect of it. It's not harmful for there to be sexy women in video games. Like, that's not the problem, you know? Additionally, we're kind of, like, you know, especially in these, you know, earlier games, really shoehorned into this, like, one particular flavor of sexy, whereas, like, there's a million different kinds of ways for men and women to be sexy, and we've only explored a small number of them in video games, and I want more of that. Like, I want like, more flavors of sexy people in video games. Like, that's what I want. I don't just want, like, people to be less sexy, women to be less sexy. I want, like, let's expand our fucking sexy horizons, okay? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, maybe let the women like fucking write the sexy characters, and you'll see how it looks different. I did not put you in that bag, Worm. You put yourself in that bag. You put yourself in that bag. I didn't put you there. I'm trying to, like, I want to get out of here and go to whatever fucking party I'm supposed to go to.
Yes,
do I need to
what's
talk
on
to
your
him?
You got it.
Alright, let's just, I want to get out of here. I'm sorry, I was trying to talk about that academic scandal. So apparently a bunch of, like Hollywood actors and other, like, rich folks got in trouble for participating in this bribery scheme to get their kids into some elite universities. So basically their kids were, you know, based on merit, not really good enough students to get into these schools, but because these parents had enough money, they were able to pay off some people and get their kids enrolled in these schools. Oh, that's right, there was cheating, that's right. There were people, paying other people to, like, fly in and take these kids' SATs, I think, was that what was happening? The SATs and the ACTs, those, like, college admittance exams that you take. So the kids themselves were not taking these tests. There were, like, you know, like, people coming in, being paid to do that, so that too. So there was cheating and bribery. They bribed proctors to change answers and shit. Holy fuck, man. I didn't read enough about this, I'll be honest. I just kind of got the gist of it. It was kind of making me mad as I learned more about it, so I think that's why I stopped. 'Cause, I don't know. It was offending me as a person from a working class background that, worked her way through college, kind of, in any sense that this term can be applied to anyone, I'm a self-made academic. Like, I went to state schools, I paid my way through, I got a few loans, you know. I didn't come from nothing special. I'm a first-generation university graduate. I think my dad's got, like, an associate's or something, but he's a fucking mechanic. Like, he worked on airplanes for years, and he runs his own heat and air business now. And my mom, too, she was working class her whole life. She did landscaping for years. She taught mentally handicapped and disabled adults. Yeah, like I said, I didn't come from much, and I worked my ass off to get where I'm at. And, yeah, it kind of offended me. I got sort of, like, indignant and pissy about it, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna not read about this, because I know the world's not fair. And, I don't need to be getting all mad about some shit I can't help. I just wanted to put that out there, that's why it made me mad. And, it's something to know. It's something to know. You know, like, people don't realize that it's not really a meritocracy out there in a lot of ways. Especially with the economic inequality getting to where it's at. You know, there's a lot of folks with a lot of money who didn't necessarily earn that money, who are trying to get ahead in life using that money when they ain't necessarily earned, you know, that higher station in the world. So, you know, I'm not even sure what I want to say about it. I did kind of want to brag on myself for a little bit. Let y'all know who the fuck I am and where I'm at, because holy shit. The fucking thought that, like, my fucking parents would pay someone to fucking take my SAT for me or do whatever, like, holy shit, man. Where's this fucking Porty at? Where is Porty at? Let me catch up on chat here. Oh yeah, the parents and the kids were all just totally kind of insufferable about everything. Prior to the revelations of them having cheated their way into where they were at. I mean, because that's most of the reason they do it, is like, oh, my daughter got into USC. Is like, did she though? Did she though, Aunt Becky? That's one of the actresses that got in trouble. I'm not saying, like, I don't like Becky. It don't hurt my feelings as much as other racial slurs, but that is objectively what it is. And you shouldn't fucking call white women Becky any more than you should call black men Tyrone. Like, don't fucking do that. Aunt Becky was the character that this lady played on Full House. I can't remember her name now. Is that something Huffman? Am I full of shit? Fucking married to, what's his nut? William H. Macy, who everybody thought was a totally cool guy. Turns out maybe not so much. The party is in a set of apartments that I don't live in. Okay, I gotta go to the apartments then. Let's down here. Worm, that study that you're referencing with the capuchins and the cucumber and the grape and the one in the adjacent cage getting mad that they're getting cucumbers when their neighbors are getting grapes, that was done at Georgia State University by Franz de Waal and Sarah Brosnan. I'm currently taking a class with Sarah Brosnan. She's a fucking genius, and I am seriously so lucky to be taking this class with her. Sure, it was cute. I mean, fucking anything capuchins do are cute. Is cute. Don't think about it too hard. I'm so proud anytime somebody references that. It's fucking brilliant work. I will brag about my people, occasionally myself, but are these the apartments that I live in? Or is it a different one? The dude they paid to do this raked in $25 million, and his company was a 401c3 charity and tax exempt. What? Hold up. So wait, so was that, like I said, I didn't read much about this because the second I started reading about it, I got all fucking mad, and I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I don't need any of this. So there was like one fucking like Disney villain at the top of this fucking thing making millions of dollars. What a fucking chode. Hoo-wee. Oh my god. He better go to fucking prison. God damn, dude. Wow, yeah, no shit. No shit. Peak scumbag. God damn. I'm trying to go to this party here. Goose, you know where this party's at? You can just tell me. I'm getting kind of tired. I'm just trying to get these uniforms and probably fuck off. The door will be open? Okay. I will look around. I think I saw some other apartments upstairs, so I might have to go look at those. Music and shit? Okay. Yeah, the reason I was mentioning that is kind of just like as a broader point of, you should not necessarily feel like a complete fucking failure if you don't like get into the school you wanted to get into, or you know, something like that, because like you never know what kind of bullshit's being pulled. Oh, here we go. This is the party.
Hey, you made it. I was beginning to wonder if you were going to show. The party's in full swing. Come on in. You have to try this Teresian ale. It's fantastic. We should have conquered this planet ages ago.
Careful, Sana. That wine's got quite the kick. A couple more bottles and we'll all be passed out on the floor.
Who cares? We're not on duty tomorrow. Let's live a little. Come on, drink up.
Fucking hoppin' party in here. Shoot. House lights on. No civilization can escape generic techno. True story, man. Okay. Where's your fucking uniform? Hey! Cool shit. That's what I needed, right? So can I just put that on now? Oh, it's got a dexterity bonus too. Cool. Oh, I look dope. I'm on some RoboCop shit. Look at me. Yeah, they're fucking dancing like Shepherd. Is that where they got it? Yeah, this armor's kind of hideous though. Like, man, that's a great dex bonus, but I look fucking stupid. Like, oh fuck. The music in Mass Effect is fantastic. That is definitely way above your basic techno. They were doing like galaxy trance, man. It was some good shit up in those clubs. That's a max dexterity bonus. That means you can apply up to that bonus to your defense rating, but you have to have max dex bonus to apply it. Wait, what? Oh, okay. Gotcha. So it's not actually to my advantage to be wearing this? I mean, I just need it for, like, to get into that place, right? I'm gonna go find that. Yeah, I wanted to mention this book. There's this book called, Twilight of the Elites. It's by Chris Hayes. And, it does a really good job of outlining, like, different segments of American society and pointing out why they are no longer meritocratic. A meritocracy, by the way, a meritocracy is when your like power structure is set up such that the people who do the best, who like earn their positions, are the ones in those positions. Whereas, like, trying to think of... Whereas, like, a, what do you call it when, like... Well, basically, anything that subverts a meritocracy is going to be like, oh, well, somebody got the job because they were related to somebody, or somebody got the job because they, you know, paid somebody off, or, like, somebody paid off somebody to get their kid into a school. That's subverting meritocracy. That's, you know, every fucking one of those rich people's kids were taking a spot away from someone like me who actually fucking earned their place in the world and deserved to be there. And that's fucked up. Yeah, nepotism. There you go. That's a word. That's part of it. Nepotism is like, you know, somebody's fucking cousin got the job or whatever, you know, you sucked up to somebody, you did some, like, extracurricular activities to get where you were going. That kind of shit. Ugh. Goose, we just talked about how Data isn't persuasive. Just tell her that the armor is prettier than the other one. Thanks, Worm. The dumbest person in a committee is inevitably related to someone important. There you go. So yeah, that's kind of the reason I wanted to bring up this scandal, because like I said, I really didn't read much about it. I started reading about it and I got all mad, so I stopped. But I wanted to say that if you get the idea, if you get the feeling that we're not living in a meritocracy anymore, it is because to some extent that is true. And, well, I'm not quite sure it was ever fully true, but it is less true now than it perhaps ever was. And it's, you know, I'm not trying to, like, breed resentment in people, I'm just trying to raise awareness, because there's, you know, frankly, policy decisions that need to be made in order to correct some of these imbalances we're seeing, particularly in an economic sense. So, blah, blah, blah. I'm too tired to go on a big fucking leftist rant, but that's my goddamn point, is, you know, there shouldn't be people who have enough money to fucking pay to get their kids into schools and to pay to have people fly in to like, you know what I mean? Like, they shouldn't even have that much money. Like, holy shit. Yeah, life ain't all hard work. You gotta... you gotta play the game if you want to win it, and the game's rigged. That's what I'm fucking telling you, so... Lie, cheat, and steal. Like Killer Mike told you to. Don't do that. I'm kidding. But, you know, social skills are not really soft. Like, I don't know why those get labeled soft skills. That's essential. Like, holy shit. Network, cunt. People use that word like it don't mean nothing, but it means fucking talking to people, forming, like, fucking, like, emotional, actual connections with people, getting in their heads and making them remember you so that, you know, when you need something, when you fucking, you know, need to have somebody's name in your mouth for some goddamn reason, you can do that. So, can we still kill our masters? Not yet, honey. Just wait, just wait. Alright, this is a place where I'm trying to get into. Man, do I want to do this? It's fucking 3:15. It's late. I'm tired. I think I might just call this a day. I really enjoy the chat right now. Like, I really like all you guys, and I kind of want to keep talking to you, but I'm kind of fucking beat. It's really late. Like I said, it took me a fucking hour to get this working, and I never quite got right, like, back into the same good headspace I was in when I started the stream, so I feel like I've just been rambling about everything, and I don't know. I usually feel way worse about the stream than it actually ends up being. So I'm sure it's fine. Anyway, I think I'm gonna call it here. Next time I play this game, I will have the video or like the like pre-rendered movies. I'll have that shit ready so that y'all can actually see that when you're supposed to see that. That shouldn't be too hard to do. You're gonna listen to Run the Jewels before you go to sleep? No one sings a lullaby quite like LP and Killer Mike. Okay. This stream's been a beautiful mess. Do I have a song? It sounds like a beautiful mess. Perfect. Perfect. This one. Perfect. All right. Next time I stream this, I will be more on my shit. I'll tell you that. Man, the first stream of any game is always just kind of a shit show, isn't it? I don't know. We talked about some good shit. I'm feeling alright about it. Anyway. Alright, I'm gonna fuck off. Y'all have a lovely night.